Hello, my name is Wachira. I am the music director of Khweva, and today I found a red table. So we're having conversations behind a red table with. We're having conversations.
We're having conversations.
Conversations.
Like, do you know conversations?
Conversations.
On a red table.
On a red table.
Yes. And we're going to be talking about August, which is the month right now.
The month of August. So in this conversation, that's not the red table conversation, I'm joined by...
Yeah, my name is Eugene. You can call me Thumbs. I am a producer, writer, engineer. Yeah, I do many things.
Yeah, and aliceragoi. I'm a producer at Khweva and musician.
Very talented people, trust me. At this point, you're gonna put in something they did.
Oh, no,
So let's get right into it. So Alice, you're the one who joined Khweva most recently, right? And you joined us at a kind of awkward time with the whole Corona stuff going on. So what do you think AfricaDusk is, or what is AfricaDusk for you?
Guys, that's the worst question you could have asked me because I really don't know. I really don't know. I'm just understanding what Khweva is.
Yeah.
And then you're asking me about AfricaDusk, and I'm like, I don't know.
But if someone would ask you, what do you think it is? From what you've seen so far, what does it feel like?
It feels like nurturing new talent, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the nurturing new talent with where you've been sponsored and then by CDF or some shit or something like that.
Yeah.
And then the money disappears. A small electrical house somewhere.
Yeah.
No, not like that. It's the real nurturing where you walk hand in hand with a musician or dancer or songwriter, whichever creative work that they're into, and you nurture them in a very professional and by the book kind of way.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Okay. Caleb, you're our music director at Khweva. So what does AfricaDusk mean to you, or what is AfricaDusk as far as you're concerned?
Okay, AfricaDusk. Wow. For me, I've been there since Khweva. Well, I was there while Khweva was starting. Mm-hmm. So I've seen the first AfricaDusk to what it is right now. It's just been an evolution. Because the first AfricaDusk, the intention at the moment, to be honest, was to just market the other shows we had. Because we were doing mostly musicals at the time. Because Khweva comprises of actors, singers, dancers, poets, instrumentalists, everything. Yeah. So the first production we ever did was a musical, and we were like, this seems like our thing. That this is the one thing that combines most of the arts into one whole thing. So AfricaDusk being just a music concert, it felt a bit not enough because it didn't have everyone. It feels constrictive. Yeah. Constricting.
I don't know.
We understand.
Constrict.
Yeah.
So got a cough again. See Corona, I promise. I had it checked. I hope. Meanwhile, so as we were doing these shows now, we were looking for another avenue to market it. So we just tried it. We just tried AfricaDusk as a means of marketing the shows. And then afterwards, after the first AfricaDusk, people came and it became a thing. And then people took to it, and it became wow, we can actually do this.
Yeah.
From that AfricaDusk, now the next one now became a bit more coordinated because now we have a plan. We now know what is happening. By the time we're reaching to the last one that we just had, AfricaDusk had become an event of its own. Meaning we could even bring in the designers to come and showcase their designs. Okay. We could bring in the people who could cook in Khweva because there are a lot of chefs and people who do baking and whatever. Yeah. And we could bring in a bit of even more dancing and whatever. So now we could structure it even better to incorporate everything. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah. So, but now that we couldn't have like an actual event like for this year would have even been bigger.
Yeah.
So like we still need to. How about we change it up and we become the audience, and then the audience becomes the singers, the performers for AfricaDusk online. So that's how it became the competition.
I think that's very interesting because for me, AfricaDusk, the first time I saw AfricaDusk was when was the very first show, very first AfricaDusk. And for me, I just saw it as a platform for singers and instrumentalists, generally musicians, like just to showcase their stuff. And it was very comfortable. It's like a space where people could be comfortable and just enjoy art and consume art at its rawest. Like this is someone who has written their song and they're coming to perform for you. This is someone who's performing a cover. This is someone who's performing a dance. And because of that vulnerability that was being created with AfricaDusk, I think it was a real pull to the artists that we had. And now like I've seen it grow over the couple of years that we've done AfricaDusk, right? And now that we're doing it online, I think that like the whole idea was very exciting because we can, first of all, as you said, we become the audience, and
it's such a different feeling just being the audience.
Exactly. And
for change, do you get to be the audience much? Because I know you sing a lot.
Yeah, no, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, so you're really the audience as a performer.
Yeah, so now we get to be part of the audience, and we are watching as these people are competing against each other. Amazing singers, amazing writers. Like it's like there's been so much talent that has come in. And actually speaking about all the talent that we've had in these few weeks that we've been planning.
By the way, AfricaDusk has shown us talent. Because if you like tap the hashtag AfricaDusk, just type it and then look through the videos that people sent in through it's just insane. And we were even having this conversation with Calvin, and Calvin is the tech director, in case you don't know. That
Hi Calvin.
Hi Calvin. He's right behind the camera.
Hey, Calvin.
You know who's that? So anyway, we're having the conversation of how it feels even unfair to match them against each other, because the point of this competition is actually just to show that our audience is equally as talented
as the performers
that we have on stage, or probably you might even be shocked that there's someone in the audience who's even more talented than we. But then how do you even gauge that level of talent and what? So it's just a platform of, if you use this hashtag, someone might see your video and appreciate it. It's more of just use the hashtag, maybe someone will see it, and it's just a platform.
That's true.
It's more not of competition as such.
Alice, what do you feel about the entries you've gotten so far with the AfricaDusk competition?
They were really interesting. I could see, because I'm a songwriter and singer, and sometimes I play piano.
So
sometimes she teaches
multi-talented, teaches piano, teaches voice.
You gotta know.
Slide into that DM.
You gotta slide.
So it was interesting to see how people would approach the same art, singing, with such different personalities, and therefore the outcome was just super different and super valuable. I am so lucky I was not required
part of the competition.
I was not part of the competition, and I was not required to vote.
Because that would just be stress.
That was a lot of stress.
Because actually, like, when I've been watching all these videos every time, like, they're put up on the Khweva page. I hope you're watching this on the Khweva page. If you're watching this on the Khweva page, please follow and do that thing.
Do the likes, man.
But anyway, I was watching this on the Khweva page, and like I'd watch like one competitor against the other, and I'm just like, I have no idea who's better, who I'd vote for. And I'm like, even though I can't vote, or I shouldn't vote, right? Because I am one of the moderators of the whole thing. As in, I was just like, yo, this amount of talent, and people just be sitting at home, and I was like, this is actually like the best platform, which brings me to one of the reasons why we're running this thing, right? Since we've opened up Khweva Studios, and here we're doing about a lot of recording.
Shout out by the Khweva Studios. These guys are the producers, or the main producer. When Calvin and the camera. They're the coordinators of Khweva Studios. If you don't know what Khweva Studios is, DM Khweva. Will just DM Khweva. Someone will answer. You'll get a response.
But yeah, like now, like all this was also part of it was just part of Khweva Studios' plan of the year, right? And we're just trying to get a bit more content, right? And we've gotten amazing content from all these people. Like, honestly, I don't think Khweva's page has looked like this in a long time.
And you know, it's so beautiful, like seeing a page full of people singing, and it's both our people in Khweva and our audience at the same time. So it's like a family now.
Yeah, it's like a unification.
Exactly. So everyone gets a chance to like showcase their thing. Even it doesn't matter what side of the stage you're on.
Exactly. And that's one of the most important things about this whole thing.
Yeah.
But that brings me to now one of the prizes, which I don't know whether many people know.
We did advertise.
We did advertise, right?
Yeah.
I don't know whether many people know, but one of the prizes of this whole competition is that someone is going to get a whole song, a song recorded, mixed, mastered. Over here at Khweva Studios.
I need to ask both of you, because you guys are producers. People might not know the process people go through before they say my song has been mixed, mastered, and produced.
That is true.
What's the process of mixing and mastering, and then what's the process of producing the song?
I think it would be best we start with just production.
Okay, so we would say it's a two-part process.
Okay.
It starts with
production.
But even before the production, as a songwriter, you need to
there's a creating the song, actually.
You need to create the song. So when you create the song, you need to clean it up and figure out the arrangement and stuff like that.
So when they're creating the song, sorry to interrupt, but when they're creating the song, are they creating everything with the beats or just what exactly are they coming up with an idea?
Yeah, coming up with the idea.
Okay.
So, you might find like a small demo instrumental somewhere on YouTube and then write to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it depends. It really depends. So it's your idea, the song, you have it, right? Then you take it to a producer and the producer produces the song, right? It's like you have this machine that you want to create or something, and then you take it to the manufacturer, and then the manufacturers the product, right? So I think it's almost the same thing. So after, when you come to me with a song, then usually first we need to figure out what is the feel of this song.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard for me. I don't read minds.
That's true.
Yeah. So whatever bit we need to like be on the same page about what you want to sound like and what you want the song to communicate, and therefore I need to decide what elements in the instrumental would communicate. That is a piano, is a guitar, right? Yeah. What genre are we mixing it up? Are we trying to make it sound like 2002 dancehall or 2020 dancehall?
Yeah.
Right. So it depends, and then we record.
So like even in one genre, there's even a time period, because even in dancehall already, there's 2000 dancehall and 2020 dancehall.
Yeah, like what are we trying to accomplish?
Yeah.
What's
the message of the song?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
once you establish a direction with a song,
then I make the instrumental, or I hold a studio session with instrumentalists.
Okay.
We put it together, invite you as a recording artist to record.
Do you usually work with the instrumentalist that the recording artist has come with, or do you have like your own people that you know, like if I need a guitar, I know this guy will come with a guitar, or do you tell the singer to bring their own instrumentalist, or is it depends?
It depends. Yeah. So if I were getting my song produced by another producer, and I know a certain instrumentalist that I've worked with and I've performed with,
that you click with in a way, they know how to
my music.
Yeah.
So that's the person that I would prefer, and in that case, But if I'm a newbie, so to speak, and I don't know anything about like music theory, I haven't really performed, then I think it might be best for me to rely on the producers. you know,
Instrumentalists.
the producers, referrals, and whatever.
But sometimes you can't, like, because you've never met the producers' referrals, so would you like immediately? I mean, maybe you just take time to listen before you trust them, because I don't know if I would really. But I'm picky because me, I sing a lot also. So and I know my bunch of instrumentalists that I know my go-to instrumentalists for every instrument that I go to.
Yeah.
And it's not about, sometimes it's not even about skill, because there are times that, like, in one instrument, like, I would know like 7 people, because in that case it's not even about skill, it's just about who can you work with
best.
It's also you could also even just be talking about style,
and who understands your kind of style,
exactly,
because they can all just be good.
It's very sensitive. So we take our time, we sit on the track, we listen to it. Does it fit? Is this really, have we communicated the message, right? And then meanwhile, I'm sending the instrumental or the vocals to Eugene for some editing, for some feedback.
When you're doing that process of sitting down and like kuchambua that song and trying to see if it's making sense, how long does that process usually take? More or less an average. Is there or depends on the complexity of the song, or is there an average?
I don't think I understand what you're asking.
Like, if you see, like, I've come with my idea, and I've come to you that idea, and then now we've come with the instrumentalists, and then we're trying to convert that idea into a song. So we're trying to, let's say, digitally input that song into the computer from my brain, like print the song into the computer, like that. How long would that process of creating just a basic sound?
It depends. The best moments are the ones where you don't overthink. So you just show up with your instrumentalist, and you sing and you jam, and we really just get into the music like kids would, having fun and listening and just feeling it out. And then we see how far we go in our feelings, and it'll be the indication.
Makes sense.
I think that's actually very true. That's one of the reasons why personally, as a producer, I've always had an issue charging people for my production, because I always say production depends on the complexity. Exactly, like also. It's on a case by case basis. You could have a song that you just need a guitar and a voice, right? There are songs that you need 50 instruments to make it
sound.
Exactly. So it's always because of that. That's why I left the production to Alice, who is actually like really, really amazing at what she does. And
thank you.
And I chose like just to stick to engineering.
So the engineering part is now the mixing and the mastering is what he's referring to as the engineer, I think. I'll just let him speak on his own, as he has his own mouth. What do you mean by the engineering side of it? So differentiate the production part from the engineering part now.
Okay, how I like to think about making a song. I always say a song starts, you write a song, right? And then you create you get instrumentation of the song. You don't have to create an instrumental, you get instrumentation for the song. And then you create the instrumental, and then you record your voice. That's how I prefer to go through it. Of course, it's always on a case-by-case basis.
Is that okay? So that's not a system you use for every...
It's not for every song.
It's just your go-to, like it's a nice system to go to.
Exactly. It's my go-to system.
Okay.
And with that in mind, you realize that whatever someone records in the studio, whatever you're going to hear on the radio, whatever you're going to hear on YouTube, you're going to hear on Spotify or Apple Music, that's not what was recorded.
Definitely,
because for example, when we're recording in a room, like there's room noise, there's everything, and someone has to clean that up. Someone has to make this whole song, all the ideas you have like just come together and be
make
cohesive.
sense.
Exactly. And that's what mixing generally is. Mix engineers are generally equalizers. We just make the song sound good, right? And mastering is now the final process of the whole song making process, right? That's when most people will think of mastering as just getting the song as loud as it's supposed to be. That's not what mastering is. It's part of mastering, but it's not what mastering is. Mastering really is like kind of giving the finishing touches. It's like polishing. Like you already have your like, let's say you have a piece of wood, and you've sculpted it into something, right? And then you sand it down, which is kind of your mixing,
and then
now you
polish and
exactly.
everything, and then now you
that's
have a finished.
exactly.
Yeah.
And now that's your master. That's what people are going to listen to. And so as as an engineer, that's what I do. That's what I do from day.
Yeah, that's amazing. So if I would compare it to the classical scene, it would be like a conductor who would a conductor would be now the producer and the mixer and the mixing engineer, in that they would take like the piece of music from the composer and then have to teach it to the group. But now it's not just teaching your choir the notes, it's just bringing out the sound, that's the desired effect from the music. It's now bringing the music out of the sound, from plain sound into music.
Exactly.
Okay.
I actually really agree with that. So like I guess now comes, like, we've talked about AfricaDusk, what AfricaDusk is, right? We've talked about the current AfricaDusk that we're having, the online AfricaDusk, which is more of a competition, right? And we've talked about one of the prizes, which is getting a song produced. So how does someone win?
Okay, so the whole point of AfricaDusk was we wanted to leave it to the audience completely. So meaning, yes, we're gonna like, the competition was not just for Khwevans or not just for the audience, it was just for anyone. So meaning even anyone in Khweva could compete with anyone from outside Khweva or whatever. I guess it's just an open competition. It wasn't even a competition as such.
Exactly, yeah.
So the whole point of it, as I said, was just exposure. Not yuck. The whole point of it, as I said before, was just a platform for people to put their stuff, and then hopefully someone could have spotted them and their beautiful talent.
Yeah.
So winning,
quote unquote
winning would be if someone liked your thingy, they just go and vote on our stories. So meaning we're gonna post, you'll post your video using the hashtag AfricaDusk, and then
we'll repost it.
We're going just to repost it on our IG, so that people can just go they'll watch the video, but they can always just tag, and they can always just go to your account and see who is this person that I'm watching this. That was the whole idea behind it.
Yeah.
So then after that, they'd go to the stories, and then they would vote from the stories, and they'd get to listen between this one and this one. Who do I prefer better? As they pick. But in the end, they'll have listened to both of them. You get, so both of them would have gotten attention. So if both of them gave their best, then it's not up to us anymore, because it's up to them to give their best. Because if the voting was also on our IG, so we put everything on our IG, and then we put it on the stories on our IG. In this case, I'm saying Instagram. So if whether you're lost, I mean Instagram. So that just to level the playing field.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
Yeah. So meaning everything was up to the audience.
Yeah.
All the voting is up to the audience. And it's amazing how like we put the group together, but we didn't know that the people just start collaborating with each other. So that there are people inside the group that I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't even mention names, but there are collaborations coming up just from this AfricaDusk thing, which is amazing.
It's really dope.
Because collaboration is just everything.
Collaboration is the future.
It is.
Exactly. That's how Khweva is. That's everything. That, like, all this is just collaboration. We have someone who's amazing at his classical music. We have someone who's amazing at production, singing, and songwriting. I sometimes dabble in.
He's amazing at sound engineering. He's just
and all this is just all this is just collaboration, right? And that's how we build something that's bigger than us, right?
Yeah.
It's true.
We have this informal saying at Khweva where you'd much rather exchange favors than money, because there are times where if I give you a service, if you exchange services, like if you mixing and mastering is a process, and it's an expensive process, because it takes a lot of mental energy, and it takes a lot of work. And so does creating a song, so if you collaborate,
it reduces the pressure on everyone.
And everyone. So but in a way that everyone benefits equally, not in the way that we are collaborating but kumbe I'm a pest.
Exactly. That's not true. Okay, it's a type of collaboration, but it's a bit weird.
That's how collaboration is tricky also. That's why also now money also is a good thing to exchange.
Yeah.
But with just a few, with not everyone, just let's say with the people, the musician friend group that you trust,
Yeah.
collaboration is the favor. You'd rather exchange favors than money.
That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, like, for example, Eugene and I, we've been working since 2019, 19,
yeah.
there.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
not like...
That's
what-
two-ish years.
Yeah, about 2 years.
when
Yeah.
we started, it was like I just needed someone. I wanted to record some acoustic songs. I needed someone to mix and master my songs.
Yeah.
And then Eugene was like, "Oh, so I can do it." And then that's just how now suddenly we're working together and it's a thing. You know?
Just because you
Yeah.
could do it. I'm like, okay, why not?
Yeah, and I think like from this
And-
collaboration, like we've created like really amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Like my best work, like work that I'm most proud of,
Yeah.
is work that I've done with Alice.
Aw.
Yeah,
That's
so,
amazing.
so
and your work is amazing because I've heard your songs.
Yeah.
Just
Very.
wow.
yeah.
Let's
Come on,
move on
guys,
now.
subscribe,
Yeah.
share. Oh my
share,
god,
like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
All those manenos.
But I guess as we draw to a close, do you have anything to give to tell first of all the audience who are watching this and the competitors, quote unquote competitors, because they're not
'Cause,
competitors really.
yeah,
they're just
more or less,
they're just
yeah.
all
The people
collaborating.
What can I say? A finishing word about AfricaDusk.
Yeah.
Okay. AfricaDusk, I mean, Khweva in itself, our main aim is to just promote talent. Like, especially in the youth, because it's something that it's there and with the right coordination, like with the right direction, you can take talent and make something out of it. So it's just trying to give, the main aim of AfricaDusk was to just try to, especially this year, was to just give people a space. Meaning, don't stop. You should always just try to push. If you have something inside you, like an art, or if it's a business idea, if it's whatever, the moment you stop pushing is the moment you stop.
It's
the
true.
moment you die.
It's true. It's
Really.
the moment you, because when we create, something inside of us comes alive,
Yeah.
and then when you deny yourself that opportunity,
To create.
then you deny impacting other people's lives.
Yeah.
Because I can say that my life has been changed somewhat by a lot of the performances that I have seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's an experience. So always just speak, just sing. Even if there's no one who's listening, there is someone who's listening.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Okay. Your final word, Eugene. Sorry, thumbs.
So I guess like now that we are all in this entanglement, no, but really, I think like this whole platform has been really amazing.
Yeah.
Seeing all the talent that has been coming through, and what I would tell the audience, what I'd tell the people who are competing in this AfricaDusk is don't stop tagging AfricaDusk. It's not like this is the end of the road. We are really excited to work with all of you artists. Like, it's not just that you guys have posted and it's over there. Like, you know, we'll be sliding into people's DMs.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it's just been a corona time, man.
Exactly.
It's been a corona
And
time.
as you've said here, like, collaboration is like the best. It's the best
future.
thing. It's the future. Like,
And you know, I think the biggest challenge that artists, upcoming artists have is the absence of a team.
Yes.
And the people who make it to the front are usually the ones who have the best support systems. It's not even about the best talent, it's the
Yeah.
best support systems.
yeah.
Really, and it's the best team actually.
Yeah. So we are so down to like continuing.
To
Yeah.
building a team.
Yeah.
And if you can build a team of your own, then if you can manage, if you already have or are in a team of your own, sustain it. Don't give up on your team.
Yes. And so don't stop tagging AfricaDusk. Don't stop tagging Khweva.
Hold up. So by the on that building a team thing.
Yeah.
Some I don't know if this is allowed to say, so I'm just gonna say it, and then if it's not,
You can cut it.
okay. So on building a team thing, or having a support system. So when I was watching the stories, it was like some of you guys got very, very few votes because just about how you were, pushing for the vote. Like whether you were uploading the video, whether you were, telling your friends about it. And creatives it's really hard for me, for example, to walk up to somebody and say, hey, my song, it's out.
Yeah, it's
Bye.
it's a bit awkward to just go to someone, yeah.
Yeah, it is. But don't be afraid to invite somebody into a conversation. It's not just about selling goods, it's about building a relationship. So make sure that you invite people into this conversation, into this, what this process has been for you in the finals. Let's see if you can get more votes. Yeah.
So yeah, like since we've talked about like the whole AfricaDusk thing and how we'd actually want to do it again, I feel like overall this whole conversation has been enlightening, at least to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would want to have this conversation again. I know you have candid conversations about music on your channel.
I have a YouTube channel. Yeah, you gotta subscribe to my YouTube channel. Where I have a lot of people over. We have a bit of fun. We do music games. I discuss a bit of music topics here and there.
Yeah.
But enough fun. Like, it's just relaxed. It's a very casual music channel. So if you wanna learn a lot of music, not a lot. If you wanna learn enough music knowledge, but we'll have fun with us while doing music games and what, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just search for Wachira by Shira. Just that, you'll find it. It's Get Cultured by Shira. That's the channel. But the channel name is Wachira by Shira.
And
Naishika
now,
hapa ndio hii naishikilia.
hold it.
I'm holding it.
Umeshikilia. Nakusaidia.
Let's all hold Wachira by Shira. This is my child.
So beautiful.
I see my child.
Stars in the eyes.
And now that we're on the topic of YouTube channels, like
She has. Oh, sorry. Oops. I'm just used to
now
doing
look
that.
at you since you're on the forefront all the time.
Sorry.
Cheeky. I have the spotlight today.
Oh, guys.
Period. Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
But now that we're on the topic of YouTube channels, Alice over here also has her YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's just aliceragoi, right? So on my YouTube channel, right, guys, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
So I just it's got my original music.
Yeah. Hey. Original music.
Utajua aje tunaongea na celebrity.
And covers, which is Sessions with Alice, and it's also got my backstage vlog. Life as a musician.
Oh,
so it's
that's
backstage,
amazing.
Life as a musician.
Yeah.
So I basically talk about the stuff that comes up in my day-to-day as a musician, how I make my money, record labels, music producers. The first time I shot a music video and I really embarrassed myself. Yeah. So if you want to like get into the nitty-gritties, that's a place to be. So subscribe and binge right now.
And it is right here.
Yeah.
Are you seeing it? Like over here? So this has been a conversation about AfricaDusk. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, like. If you didn't enjoy it, still like. Yeah. And follow us on IG. Subscribe to these guys on YouTube because these guys are really awesome. Subscribe to me on YouTube because sometimes I try.
Because he's really awesome.
And thank you for tuning in. We really hope to do this again soon.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.